I'm Chris Barone from Barone Roofing. The new American dream is educating yourself. So the old American dream used to be, you were a great roofer, you could simply go out, go to market with those skills, and you'd be rewarded for it. It wasn't the playing field that it is now, and it was just simply as simple as go out, do a great job, people are going to tell other people about you, and this cycle is going to begin. And it was almost, I hate to say it, but too easy. And the ones who endeavored to do the right thing and did a little bit of marketing, modest marketing, seemed to be the ones on top. So the old American dream, going out, doing a great job, being referred, the return being you're providing for your family, was just the net result of doing those things. That was the old American dream. Go do these things, and here's how you will benefit. And it was that black and white, and that was my experience with it. And you had to apply effort to do that, to execute that, but you really didn't have to do a whole lot of thinking outside of that box. For me, 1990 through 2005, I started to see this a little bit early. I think there was a lot of goodwill floating around where people would go to their local roofer, their local contractor, and say, you know, you were referred, and I'm gonna confide in you and give you my money, and hopefully you do the right thing by me. And that just seemed to be, I call it free love. It was just out there, you know? And people benefited from it. And I think as a result of that, that was often exploited. That goodwill was exploited. So prior to economic downturn, there's this going on. And then you throw into the mix a subprime crisis, and you got a whole lot of people that may have had some bad experiences, and now who also don't have the same financial position that they did. So now the net result today is, through these things that have happened, is you have this guy or guys who have been really successful in the past with just simply providing great services, and suddenly they are grouped in with all of this downturn mess. And so if there's 70% less roofs out there, and there's 80% of the guys who used to be out there doing it, and then the consumer who may be having a rough time and may have been burned in the past, that guy who's doing a great job, who's simply going to work and doing a great job, is having a tough time. It's tougher for him to prevail. It's tougher for him to get past this customer feeling of, I can't trust anybody, and how do I trust? How do I trust these guys? And how do I pick the right guy? And so the guy who is relying completely on goodwill and solely on goodwill, that model by itself doesn't work anymore. Today, for the guy who is still taking the position that I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to come out of this thing, I'm going to prevail, I think the sad reality of that is that by itself, just showing up and doing the right job by itself, you will no longer prevail with that standing by itself. And it's a sad story, because I know folks that are great artisans and deliver the right product, but that's what they do. That's their business model. And it's a different market. And sadly, those guys are having a rough time. So the new American dream today is less jobs, different economy, and how do I go into a market where there is more roofers, there is less work, and appeal to those clients who are now informed, and they are the product or the child of an information economy. So what I do moving forward is, from the beginning of the experience through the end of the experience, is my job is to inform you so that you can make informed decisions. And that's the only way that I'm going to prevail. And so I'm not relying simply on your neighbor telling you, this guy does the right thing. My job is to meet with you and make that experience from the beginning through the end and after I'm done, a complete one, where you feel like you were informed, you were educated in a way where you were able to make informed decisions, and you were brought through that process, and then most importantly, how was that experience after I completed the job for you? Am I there for you? Am I checking to see that things are the way that they should be? Or have I forgotten about you? Are you done? And that's the new American dream.